Predicting the question is very easy here because obviously they're testing punctuation. Look at all the choices. It's the exact same words, different punctuation. So hopefully we've memorized the rules that tell us what to care about for each of these advanced punctuation marks, right? We've got a semicolon, we've got a colon, we've got to know what to do. So the easiest thing is to apply the test for each question. So for a semicolon, we know that we need to have a complete sentence before the semicolon and a complete sentence after the semicolon. It's a requirement on the SAT. A colon has a similar test. We definitely need a complete sentence before it, and afterwards we have some flexibility. We could have a complete sentence, we could just have a fragment or just even one word. All of those things are okay. So we have a lot of flexibility on the back end, but the semicolon and the colon both require a complete sentence before the punctuation mark. And choice A is a period, which also separates two complete sentences. So without even thinking about complete sentences or not, a semicolon and a period are the same thing. So they can't both be right. So A and D are very likely to be wrong because they're basically the same thing. It's a different punctuation mark, but they function the same way. So there's really no way to know which one we would use and which one we wouldn't. So we have to cross them out. So really we're just now asking, do we need this colon, or do we continue the thought without any punctuation at all? So let's take a look at the sentence. Employees whose tuition is reimbursed often stay with their employer even after they complete their degrees. That is a complete thought. That's a complete sentence. We could put a period there. We could put a colon there if we want. But let's look at what comes after. Because their new qualifications give them opportunities for advancement within the company. That's a fragment, so we're allowed to put that after the colon. But notice how that piece of information directly follows from what we just said. I paused to talk about the punctuation mark, but we shouldn't have paused, right? Employees whose tuition is reimbursed often stay with their employer even after they complete their degrees because their new qualifications give them opportunities for advancement within the company. The because flows from the first idea. So yes, we could end the sentence there, but because of the wording, we didn't end the sentence there. We continued it with a because. And because usually does not get any punctuation. It just kind of connects on its own. So that's why C is the answer here. It's hopefully what you would have picked just knowing like how to write, and if you were writing the sentence on your own for an essay, you probably wouldn't have chosen any punctuation anyway, so you might have good instincts for a situation like this. However, I strongly recommend that you memorize the rules and the tests for semicolons and colons because there are going to be other cases where they absolutely help. And you really do need to know them for these questions. They can make these hard ones really simple because they give you something to focus on, something to test, and hopefully eliminate some choices with. So memorize those rules.